Alright guys, this is Frank for the House of Rags. In today's video, I'm gonna do a Cleantle type of maintenance car wash, something that you can copy and do yourself at home. So I lined up a few products that we can use for the wheels and the body. We can use a pre-wash and an acid shampoo. So what is great about Cleantle, this is from Poland. This is a great brand, great packaging. They really focus on safety and performance, the quality of their ingredients, no sodium hydroxide. So on the label here, you have ready to use, 1:1 or 1:3. So you got the dilution clear and bold here. You have the tire and wheel cleaner here up top. You got the scent, a few colors, subtle, but looks really clean, like I said. And then you have either wheels, body, interior, coating, accessories. So kind of unique and nice packaging. So the sprayers, don't take them for granted. These are not the original sprayers. My first package from Cleantle was damaged, and I got a few products that were recent with replacement triggers from the House of Rags Canada. The usual sprayer or the official sprayer should look like this. So great design, they work great, they look nice, and they seem to last a long time. All right, so all right, first thing first, I want to use the pre-wash in my foam can, and I have about 900 ml of water. So if you look at the label, you see this is for the body, but I'm going to use this for wheels as well. This is a citrus foam. The scent is pink grapefruit. And as far as the dilution rate for a pre-wash, they mentioned 1:10 or 1:20. And then for car shampoo or hand washing, they recommend 1:250 or 1:500, which is great. So to get 1:10, I'm gonna round this up at 100 ml or around 3 ounces for my US friends. And keep in mind, this is going to be for my 4 wheels, my whole body, fender well as well. I like to spray that pretty much everywhere. And I've played with it already a few times. Off camera, this is a great pre-wash for sure. Cleantle really pride themselves to have safe, effective chemicals and raw ingredients for a car. So here, let me show you. They mention no SLS, no sodium hydroxide, and biodegradable. Guys, it's 8:45 a.m. sunny day. Let's take a look at the condition of the car. A few bugs up front. So this hasn't been cleaned in 2 to 3 weeks. You can see the dirt on the side panel. I drove in the rain a few times. The wheels are full of brake dust. And yeah, when you drive in the wet, you get that road film, that splash on the side of the car. The rear end is always bad. Tires are brown. All right, first off, I want to try the Iron Man. This is an iron remover. So I'm going to spray this on a cool and dry wheels. And what I like to do to give this more dwell time is to use the foam can and to foam over it to extend the dwell time. So, like I said, this is not the provided spray trigger that you usually get. Mine are replacements. So, nice foam. I see an extend reaction on the disc, so that's a good sign. I can use my tire and wheel cleaner from Cleantle. This is lemongrass type of scent. Get this in the meantime on the tire. You can dilute this up to 1:3. I'm trying it out now full strength. Spray a little bit in my brush. So safe ingredients, nothing that is corrosive like sodium hydroxide. Really premium product from Poland. Great dwell time from the iron remover, super thick. So you can see on the caliper, the iron is getting dissolved. On the black wheels, obviously it's not as noticeable, but I can see it in person. On the wheel weight. All right, that's what I like. Colorful type of detail. Nice purple everywhere. Feels like I'm doing work. Now add a little bit more foam while I talk. So I know a lot of you guys are going to say, Frank, you don't need an iron remover. Well, on gloss black wheels and after, like I said, 2 or 3 weeks of daily driving, there's a lot of grime behind those spokes. There's a lot of embedded dirt, iron and all that. So why am I using an iron remover? Because I know this is going to give me a much deeper clean than just using the wheel and tire cleaner by itself. Just by rinsing it off, I'm gonna have 90% plus of the dirt removed. I can go in with my shampoo and just final touch everywhere and rinse off. It's gonna be 100% clean. If I only use the tire and wheel cleaner, I'm gonna do a great job, but for sure in the nooks and crannies, there's gonna be some leftover dirt and grime. So my goal here is to give this the best clean possible using high quality products. With my pressure washer, I can switch side, change angle, make sure I rinse everywhere in all the nooks and crannies. So I'm gonna get the daily shampoo, and this is 1 to 250 or 1 to 500 dilution. I'm gonna add around an ounce and a half. There we go. So I'm gonna do my contact wash on the wheels with that. Smells good. The pre-wash that we did on the wheels, the tire scrub, tire is perfect. Looks super dark, nice and ready. And the wheels is 90% clean. Now all I have to do is a quick touch up with my wash mitt and my daily shampoo. Excellent smell, great foam, great lubricity. I mean, wow, this stuff is good. So that way with my glove, I have a much better reach, much better control than using a brush or like a small detailing brush. Those are great to go in the nooks and crannies. Prefer the glove. I can reach behind the spokes and still go in the nooks and crannies, like here, like so. I can flip it, even though there's a thumb, you can still flip it. And then if you want, get the brush for spokes, but I don't like the brushes on gloss black. This is gonna mar the paint to some degree. Get in there, caliper. That's why I use the pre-wash with the iron remover, because with wheels, you're never gonna get 100% of the nooks and crannies. Having a quote-unquote touchless product to clean the wheels is going to help me tremendously. And here my brush, my easy detail brush, won't get between the caliper and the rim. So that's another weak point with these wheels. You can't get it 100% guaranteed. Then I can get my big brush and do a quick once over in the fender well, just like so. Not getting it perfect, but just make sure we don't have mud and massive chunk of dirt. So these wheels were coated around a year and a half ago. They're ready to get recoated, but so far they're still sheeting water. It's still easy to clean. I don't top this, I don't add spray and rinse on that, nothing like that. Now we're at the back. Another way that I can usually clean the wheels is to do like the paint, a quick pre-foam, pre-wash. On a dry and cool wheel, we'll let this sit and then we can do our contact wash normally. But like I said, without the iron remover, you're not gonna get as much dirt removed in a touchless manner. You're gonna have left off behind the spokes and the nooks and crannies. You can scrub the tire with the soap. you want to skip the tire cleaner, this can work on a maintenance basis. Keep in mind, when you have a tire shine, when you have a good quality tire dressing, your tire are not gonna absorb dirt as much, for sure. And then I can go in with my wash mitt, applying a ton of suds on the wheel face, on the wheel barrel. I like the scent from the daily shampoo from Cleantle. Smells fresh, really pleasant, not too sweet. Goes along with the brand type of image. Clean, simple, high quality, neat. I think that's pretty much their MO, right? Okay, so the wheels is well clean, no real dirt on my wash mitt. So the pre-wash was effective with the pressure washer. That is done a good job. Now a quick once over in the barrel. This caliper at the back is not as big, so easier access. You see in the foam that's dripping there, it's a little bit browny, which we did not have on the last wheel because of the iron mover and all that procedure that you saw. So I feel like I'm not getting as much dirt with the first type of clean, but this is still very good nonetheless. Now giving this a good coat is gonna work much better for me. It's gonna be much more effective than eyeballing your application. Wheel and tire. So we're on the sun side now, so I'm gonna pay a little bit more attention. So for tires, if you do big move like this, it's not cleaning as well as doing short strokes, up, down, all the way. It takes more out of your energy, but cleans better. So despite being on the sun side, still, this de-Iron Man iron remover is not drying out. So I was able to get maybe another minute on the sun side with the foam. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this one. Don't forget you can use a coupon code DOGMA at checkout on the houseofrags.com and .ca. On the next episode, I'm going to use a few more Cleantle products such as the acid shampoo, the Iron Man on the paint, and so on. So hope you enjoy this one, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.